And the show is Hunter at Sunrise, acoustic eclectic music for you Sunday morning, streaming live at hunteratsunrise.com, whrv.org, altradio.org, iTunes, Shoutcast, and Radio Time. We're on your digital radio at 89.5 WHRV HD2 Alt Radio. You know, we like to do acoustic sessions, especially live ones, and especially with this next lady here on our show. Skye Zentz is here. How are you, Skye?
I'm doing well. Thanks so much for having me back.
Well, of course, of course. What would you like to play for us first before we get to delving into the background of Skye Zentz this Sunday morning?
All right. Well, I think we'll start with a song called River Song. I'll tell you the story of it afterwards.
Okay, here's Skye Zentz here on Hunter at Sunrise.
We are each a moving part of the river song. La-da-da-da-da, la-da-da-da, la-da-da-da-da. Yes, we are called to be the workers, we are called to be the change, leading others to the call of the working on the river's edge. There are river stars among us, making ripples in the tide, leading others hand in hand to work along the riverside. And the stewards of this place we call our home. We are each a moving part of the river's song. Ooh, la-da-da-da. Ever grateful for the way the river upholds each honest choice we make, and she still gives back after all that we have taken. We are looking for a word for the river's sake. Yes, the stewards of this place we call our home. We are each a moving part of the river's song. Yes, the stewards of this place we call our home. We are each a moving part of the river's song.
Wow.
Thank
Skye
you.
Zentz here on Hunter at Sunrise. So you promised a story about that song.
Yeah, well, earlier this year I was actually talking to the people at Elizabeth River Project about everything that they do for the Lafayette River, and I was really inspired, and as us songwriters do, when we get really inspired by something, I went home and wrote a song about it.
Wow.
And then later on this year, I was playing for Riverfest that they were putting on at Nauticus, and they were putting together a new video to talk about all the restoration they've done to the western branch of the Elizabeth River, and they asked if I could record the song and they could use it for the video. So I recently recorded it, and it is in the video that's now available on YouTube. So.
I bet there's a lot of work still to be done on that western branch of the Elizabeth River.
So much, but you kind of have to count the the work that's already been done and look at how far we've come. I know that cancer levels in fish and various other sea life has been greatly reduced by all the work and the oyster dredging and everything that they've been doing out there. So, yeah.
So what else has been going on with you? There's it's always something going on with Skye Zentz.
Totally. Well, I've been working on a lot of new songs, some of which you'll be hearing today for a new album that I'll be working on this winter. Full length, not doing any more winter EPs. Right now I'm working on a full length and just doing lots of gigs and playing around town. Next Saturday is a really busy day for me. I'm playing the Chelsea West Fest in West Ghent.
Oh, okay.
And then
I'm not familiar with that one.
Yeah,
Tell me about that.
It's I think it's run by Hope House, and it was actually originally supposed to be in October, I believe, but it was the weekend that we had all that torrential rain.
Right, I remember that.
What was Joaquin.
Joaquin.
And so it got rescheduled for this Saturday, but it's a fun festival for the whole family. It's free. It's down there in the Chelsea part of West Ghent, so right on the corner of, I believe it's Raleigh and Orapax.
Okay.
And so it's right near Smart Mouth Brewery. There'll be lots of great beer, great food, and everything. But then that night, I'm actually really excited about this gig I'm playing at the Zyder's American Dream Theater, which is a brand new theater in Virginia Beach at Town Center.
Okay.
So that's at 8 p.m. and it's like a really nice acoustic, intimate setting. I'll be playing a lot of new songs and then a few old favorites as well. But just sort of trying to try out some of this new material that's hopefully going to be on the next album and see what people think and tell people the stories behind the songs, which us folkies love to do.
Is that in some new building down there? Where is that?
It's in Town Center, and it's on Bank Street.
Right.
So it's right near like the Cheesecake Factory and all of that. I don't know exactly where it is. I could be telling you the wrong block.
Is it a restaurant or just a listening room?
It's a theater, and they're going to be having showing or doing readings of new plays and small performances of like shorter plays, and then also doing like live concerts as well. And I'm actually the first live concert to come to the theater, which is cool. And then DJP and Mr. T are going to be playing there soon as well.
Do you know how many people this place seats?
I think it seats like 80 to 90. So it's a really, really nice listening room sized space. They were actually written up in the Virginian Pilot recently. They had a story on them because I think it's kind of a new type of venue in this space. I mean, we've had a few listening room spaces, but they always seem to kind of go unseen. So I like the space a lot, and they're on Facebook. So if you look up Zyder's American Dream Theater, you can check out the event, and it's on my Facebook page as well.
Always learning something new from you, Skye. You seem to be at the center of everything around here.
Well, I think that's just what I get for like having been here for so long. maybe I could pass the torch to somebody else. So somebody else can.
No, you must always lead us, Skye.
All right.
Lead us into the future.
I'm really proud to. So thank you.
What else would you like to play for us? We're talking to Skye Zentz, by the way.
I will play another new song that was inspired by hearing that an ex-boyfriend of mine is having a baby, and he's actually having a baby himself. No, I don't know. There's something about like being in your 30s and hearing that all the people that you know are like having kids, and if you're not quite there yet, I feel like it makes us kind of get sort of retrospective and sort of look back on things. So this experience had me kind of going through a lot of looking back into my past and kind of figuring out, why am I not a parent yet? Will I ever be a parent? All those questions that we like to ask ourselves when we're young adults struggling with the harsh realities of the modern world, So anyway,
my gosh, this has gotten very serious.
It's deep. But I think I really like this song a lot.
That's another contender for the album, and it's
do
called Getting Clear.
Do you know what you're going to call this album?
I don't know what I'm going to call the album yet. I think the songs are all there, so it's really, like, I have way too many songs to put on one album, unless if somebody wants to, like, pay me big bucks to
Do a double
produce,
album?
Yeah, a double or triple CD album. So I don't know what I don't know what the album's called yet, but this song is called Getting Clear.
Excellent. Here is Skye Zentz here on Hunter at Sunrise.
Say you're having a baby. It's good to know that you're still keeping busy. What better time to start a little family? What better way to step into your own? And you were never my future, and I was barely grasping my own power. Deciding we were done just took an hour. But 10 years later I'm still getting clear on what we were when we were new. When it was honest, when you were sober, when you were good to me, when there was nothing in the way of where you stood for me. When I was young, when you were everything. And where our broken song left me, I wandered through the years expecting trouble, anticipating false and fickle lovers, deciding that my heart was a balloon filled up with infatuation, but leaking air with every declaration of love, or something like it, boiling down to the moment when the truth would hit the fan and I would miss when we were new. When it was honest, when you were sober, when you were good to me, when there was nothing in the way of where you stood for me. When I was young, when you were everything. Oh, and just when I'd almost given up trying, I remembered something that I used to know. Yes, that I deserved a love that kept me flying, that didn't smother me or leave me in the cold. So, hey, you're having a baby. Sometimes I think that I'll never be ready. I guess we're never ever really ready. But I'm glad that in the spring you're gonna try.
Yeah. Skye Zentz here on Hunter at Sunrise, doing what sounded like a very personal song here on this Sunday morning.
Yeah, it kind of has a lullaby feeling to it, which I think that's kind of the nice duality of that song. Is like it is a very like personal and emotional song that's maybe not even so happy, but it also, like, if you're just humming the melody of it, it kind of sounds like a lullaby for a baby, and so that was kind of the intention there. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but it reminded me a little bit of another song. Do you know a song called "You're Having My Baby"?
Oh, yes. You're having my baby. Totally different feeling for that song.
I don't know why.
So,
the baby reference, I guess.
That song was done on Glee at one point in time.
You're kidding.
During a pregnancy episode.
No.
That was how, that was, I think, how one of the male characters revealed to his parents that he and his girlfriend were pregnant, and he thought it would go over really well with his parents, and you can probably guess how that actually went over.
Yeah. Well, I remember it. I remember it from WKRP when Johnny Fever plays the Mormon Tabernacle Choir saying,
Whoa.
"You're having our baby."
Yeah.
That's a great scene. I'm sorry, you had to be there.
It's all right. It's all right. I love that we can just talk. You know, that's one of my favorite things about coming on this show. It's really, I can never really be prepared for where the conversation is going to be.
That's because we don't prepare. We don't prepare for this show.
Totally organic.
One of the other people who came on our show, and he actually has put out a few albums, he says, I really like this show, Hunter, because you never ask any questions beforehand. All the questions are laid out, right out on the air.
That's right.
That's the way I like to do them.
Yeah.
You were telling me before we started, though, that there were 3 songs, or you were writing 3 particular songs in 3 particular categories, and tell me about that.
Well, so we're recording today from inside of the WHRO studios, and I've been here a lot lately because I'm working on a project for the education department here. I'm writing 3 commissioned songs for the for Williamsburg Health.
Mm-hmm.
They're basically making some new kind of schoolhouse rock style songs for the kids in elementary school in Williamsburg. So for those of you on the peninsula, your kids are about to get a whole new musical education.
That's right. They're going to be introduced to Skye.
But I'm writing 3 songs, and those songs are going to turn into animated music videos that will then be played for like the morning announcements on TV for kids. So I'm writing a song about stress, and a song about sleep, and a song about nutrition.
How do you write a song about stress and put it in terms that kids can understand?
Well, I mean,